Welcome to the dribble. We're on the night shift. Subscribe to the channel as y'all come in here. Hit the top notification bell. Peace. What up, what up, what up? Big brother dribble almighty. Yep, that's me. Good evening. Y'all share this live. The hotline will be open shortly. Somebody's home. Daryl Javon, appreciate your super chat. Welcome to the dribble. Y'all share this live stream. We're about to get started in a minute. I've been on the road. I'm home. Back to the lab. I don't think I'm gonna need some lights. Let me see. He said, this guy's the son of Diddy. That ain't no insult. Diddy's a titan. You thought that was an insult to the dribble? Lights, cameras, action. She evil like a Marvel character. Yes, she is. She never got anything positive to say about anybody. We gonna talk about her monkey ass tonight. Welcome to the Real Gully TV. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. Y'all know what I do. Since Song Cry, she's been gone. That was a long time ago. I was in the penitentiary when that shit was out. I ain't been in jail in like, shit, 20 years. It's been 20 years. Pull some strings and get Diddy a bail. I don't know about all of that. Menopause and PCP don't mix. I have taken note that she don't got nothing positive to say about anybody. She don't. And if you follow me on Instagram at @IamGullyTV_, you seen one of my most recent Instagram posts about her. It's been reported that she feels that she's being followed, that there's a $500,000 bounty on her head. She knows the dollar amount. She know everything. She's a stubborn Taurus. She's a damn fool. He said you went in the other day. Nah, man, I was being frank. I got cut off that day. Dame said he doesn't want Hov to go to prison, but continuously talks negative about him. Damon Dash is the male version of Jaguar Wright. Jaguar, she takes aim at anybody that you present to her, any subject that you present to her, she's just gonna start throwing rocks. Dame, he prefers to throw rocks at Sean Carter. He does. Her and Jean gotta be related. I really can't pinpoint the drug that she's on. I'm gonna open the hotline in a minute and I'm gonna allow you to take a crack at figuring out exactly what it is that she's on. I know what she ain't on. She ain't on no mental health serums because when you're taking that Thorazine and shit, you don't be moving like she's moving. So the other day, it's been 3 days, I believe, she was a guest on Lord Jamar's God Pod. That's the first time I ever watched. It was formerly called the Godcast. That's the first time I ever watched Lord Jamar in any aspect, and I didn't learn anything. I'm dead serious. It's the first time that it wasn't nothing informative on there. I think he kind of like stepped away from his skill set for that one right there. You know what I'm saying? I think he stepped away from the throne for a minute to secure that one. And I didn't get nothing out of it. I didn't. I tuned in. There was a lot of people there. It was well over 1,000 people, probably like 1,500 at his peak. But I didn't get nothing out of it. Would you ever interview Choke? Probably not. Probably not. If I was to interview him, I would probably ask him about his documentary that he did about the tunnel and what it was like filming in the tunnel and shit like that. And after that, you know, the Rockefeller shit, his time spent at Rockefeller, he doesn't have a lot to share with anybody. He's made his rounds on all of these platforms, and he's somebody else that he seems bitter and scorned. He does. He does. And I respect his work. The documentary that he did was dope. It was dope. It was. And he's put in a lot of work media-wise, but I don't know what to think of the online community, man, where a lot of people, they just get on here and talk about other people. Speak negative about other people, for that matter. She's hella schizophrenia. You have to play in a... You fucked that up, fam. I don't know. I didn't know there was so many crabs in the community trying to take Jay-Z down with nothing even warrants the hate but his success. Yeah. I think it's indicative of the character of black people. Black people don't really be happy for nobody. I'm genuinely happy when I see somebody bubbling, because I know that my moment is at hand and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm inspired by West Side Gun. I'm inspired by Jay-Z. I'm inspired by 38 Special. I'm inspired by niggas who conducting business and winning at it. You know what I'm saying? That shit get me charged the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because I get busy too. So yeah, I like to see a motherfucker flourishing, turning a profit, all of the above. I never was rubbed the wrong way by somebody being successful and shit. I'm dead serious. I watched a documentary the other day about Mary Kay Cosmetics. She was a hustling motherfucker, yo. The real Mary Kay. I think she probably deceased now and shit, but she's a hustling motherfucker. She's a hustling motherfucker. I watched her whole documentary the other day. Very, very inspired by it. What up? Mental health is serious in our community. Mental health, and when you compound it with somebody being insecure, it's terrible. You see a lot of insecurity online. What I mean by that is, you will see somebody post a picture of their loved one dying. Like, people will go to the emergency room or to the hospice or intensive care and take a picture with their people hooked up to tubes and shit like that. There's not they people just want to be a part of the show. But Jaguar Wright, I don't like Jaguar Wright. I don't. I don't. She's devilish. She don't got anything positive to say about anybody. And what's ironic is she only experienced this much success in the business and shit. She was on Unplugged with Jay-Z. I think she probably sung with the Roots. But that's it. And she's just been permitted to just run buck wild and just talk about everything. Like, bitch, is this something that you wasn't present for or something that you're not informed about? Like, she don't have no sugarcoat. Like, she's bugging. She's bugging. My man, McKeel Knox says, nah, Jay-Z is a snake. Nobody respects his bullshit. If he wasn't black backstabbing, bitch, people would hate him. You sound like a jealous broad. You sound like a jealous broad, man. Do you know Jay-Z? I'm serious. Do you know Jay-Z? Everybody mentions Jay-Z's biggest business acumen in terms of some of the songs that he secured for himself. I'm pretty sure that those people was adults, probably compensated with something. Whatever the case, they did it. You dig? He didn't tie nobody up and there was no robberies involved and shit. These were adults, consenting adults that forked their songs over. But you sound like a hater. I know that you niggas exist. I'm one of the most hated in real life, for real. I roll by myself because niggas just like you got this dark ass personality and shit. I don't know where you got that from, my nigga. You spamming the fuck out of my chat. You got to go. Boom. Only people that believe in themselves will be energized by that success. We should give Hov his flowers because it gives us hope that people that look like us can get that billion. I don't understand what anybody has against the nigga. For real. A person that... Man, I can't make you, some of you guys have the same perspective that I have and shit. I got a winner's attitude and a winner's aptitude. And I just don't get the whole thing with trying to put Jay-Z in jail. I don't. Jaguar has a personal vendetta against black men. At first, Dame never wanted to talk about Jay. I feel he's going this route because it's lucrative for him. He's finally realized this is the only thing people want to hear from him. You could be right about that. I know one thing, he's not. If you spend your time looking at, the person next to you and shit, you're not going to advance. That's why in the horse race, you see they be wearing blinders and shit so they can't see the competitive horse, the people that's competing with them and shit. They only can look straight ahead. There's a lot of dark energy in this chat tonight, man. I didn't even get all the way down to my to opening the hotline and shit, but we gonna at some point I'm gonna have to confront some of you rotten motherfuckers over the phone tonight. Jay did Philly dirty for years. He gets no love out here. How the fuck can Jay-Z do someone dirty from the city of brotherly love? One of the most dangerous and aggressive cities in the world. Y'all not aggressive with Jay-Z? What happened? What did Jay-Z do to Philly? What did he do to Philly? He made Beanie Siegel go to the federal penitentiary. He made Beanie Siegel go to the federal penitentiary. He made Emilio Sparks start getting high. Tell me what did he do? What did he do? What did he do? He made Beans keep getting arrested. Jay-Z did that, huh? Like Jay says, it's never nothing that he did to someone. It's always what he couldn't do for them. That's weird. People think like that. I didn't like The Rock breaking up, but Hov is the man and has been for years. Gully, far from a hater, is called having an opinion, good or bad. You entitled to your opinion, hater. What the fuck? Haters have opinions? God damn it. But you can't. You got to put something to substantiate what you're saying and shit. Jay-Z is responsible for Beanie Siegel going to the federal penitentiary. After Jay-Z was done with Beanie got shot. Jay-Z was responsible for that too, huh? Tell me. When Jay-Z was in court with Beanie and he told the judge, I'm not responsible for that nigga's behavior. People seem to be butthurt about that. But apparently he knew something that we didn't know, because he continued his bullshit. He continued to, do his street thing and shit, and to the point that he got shot, right? Jay-Z would have been responsible for that if he was still attached to him, huh? In court, Jay-Z said he would not be responsible for Beanie. I think he made the right decision. Just seen the boy Sparks in West Philly a few days ago. He looked different. Think he's clean now. Dudes be uncomfortable in their own life. Niggas is failures and broke. They gonna get you some money. They gonna hate. Get you some money. You're gonna feel different. Exactly. Beans is a grown man. Y'all gotta stop it. Jay-Z stole style, says Kenneth Copeland. My nigga. Nobody in the history of Philadelphia rap like Jay-Z. Nobody in the history of Philadelphia rap like Jay-Z. Y'all need to stop that. Reasonable Doubt was out before he even touched Philly. He was talking that Willie shit before he even touched Philly. I'm feeling it. He was Regrets, Dead Presidents, Who You With, all of that. That was way before he touched Philly, man. You need to stop it. It's preposterous. It is. And if there's so much style present, these niggas should have been able to bust a move on their own and shit. Something that they haven't been able to do. He said, Young Chris. Man, Young Chris is probably just above average, man. I don't know why y'all be bigging him up like he's like one of the nicest niggas from Philly and shit. I listen to the same music. I'm missing something. Y'all be making him more prestigious than Siegel and shit. Siegel's the man. And you got this Young Chris thing. I tell you what, the Young Guns ain't popping no more. It's a group from Philadelphia, from West Philly, called Low Murder Official. They better than the Young Guns. It's two of them. Low Murder Official, King.com, and I forget the other one name and shit. Excuse me, I forget his name. We dealing with facts here, man. I'm about to open up the hotline in a minute, man, but Jay-Z stole nothing from Philadelphia. You need to stop it. Ab Lava is the nicest. He's one of them, for sure. Reasonable Doubt went above the masses' head when it dropped. I agree. Cats expect Jay-Z supposed to take care of them forever. He said, nah, Young Chris is always lukewarm. That's what I thought. I'm serious. I'm serious. It was niggas on Too Raw for the Streets better than Chris. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, oh, Leaf Ward. Leaf Ward is better than Chris. He is. He is. I'm glad you mentioned that. So that's somebody from the new school. He better than Chris. He is. He said, I'm from Philly. Them young boys is nice. He took Chris's cadence. I'll give you that. Nigga, what? That whisper thing. You want that? That's what you want. You want that? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Wasn't Jay-Z on Brooklyn's Finest going toe-to-toe with Biggie Smalls before he encountered the rappers from Philadelphia? Correct me if I'm wrong. Leaf Ward is fire. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ryder is better than Chris. That's why he just did a tape with him. Ryder is better than Chris. He is. Gully, I'm sick of these losers voicing their opinions. They've made it fashionable to hate on successful black men. That's a shame, man. And that's a shame that this agenda is pushed by black people. It is. Which brings me back to my point. Jaguar Wright, she's very, very evil. She just did Lord Jamar's podcast, The God Pod. She brought nothing positive to the discussion. She revealed nothing. The music she played was terrible. And so y'all know that I'm not bullshitting y'all, right? Guess what? She has a wonderful voice. She has a wonderful singing voice. Do y'all know if this girl chilled the fuck out and got some medication, she could actually get busy? She sang her ass off. Did you hear that music that Lord Jamar was playing? The beats was fucked up. The melody was fucked up. Her vocals. I'm like, damn, she can sing, man. She can sing to this day. To this day, she can sing. But she spends her time pushing a hateful agenda. Everybody, she said some Illuminati shit, but it's just fucked up, man. I liked her on Unplugged. The music was trash. Her singing voice is very, very powerful, and she can sing. That's something that we don't hear a lot today, people who can genuinely sing. She can sing like church sing. You know what I'm saying? Church choir sing. She can. And if you watch that episode of Lord Jamar's podcast, he was very diplomatic with her. He conducted the show. You got to have patience sometimes. I interviewed Ed Booger Smith. It was very, very difficult, but I couldn't step out of being a professional. I did my best. So we executed the episode, but it wasn't a lot of pertinent information extracted from the interview and shit. I told him before I got off, we're going to have to do this. I told him before I got off, we're going to have to do this again. You know what I'm saying? Because when you watch an episode of somebody's interview, you're supposed to take something with you. Can't nobody in here tell me what they took from Jaguar Wright's interview with Lord Jamar. There was nothing there. It was nothing there. She was all over the place, and she didn't do nothing, but she was just all over the place. I cut that shit off. I couldn't even watch it all. I was probably there for 20 minutes, if that. And I'm like, this is going nowhere. Plenty of sisters can sing, but does the devil see her as a star is the question. No. BXL, I holla at you. Mental health is real, very real. Would you interview her? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She ain't got nothing to talk about. She didn't do enough in the business. She couldn't even publish a bio that would be interesting. We know what she did. She had some type of association with the Roots, and she was on Unplugged with Jay-Z. That's all she got to talk about. And because of that, the value that people choose to find in her is just getting her on a platform and letting her just run wild and just say what the fuck ever she wants to say out of her mouth. But check this out, right? The last time I was on here and I told y'all that she was shot out, I didn't know that she had a son who was doing interviews. I watched a portion of her son doing an interview talking about her, and guess what? He shot the fuck out too. He shot the fuck out too. Nobody's talking about this. Love the way Star gave her that word. Her son shot the fuck out. I appreciate your super chat. Her son is shot the fuck out too. You could just look at his demeanor and the shit that he's taught, the words that he's using, and his whole energy. He shot out too. Another thing people don't seem to acknowledge was that live stream that's still on YouTube when I think her man was jumping on her nephew. Did y'all see that? Why ain't nobody talking about that? These niggas, these platforms, Pierce Morgan, as well as others, they act like that shit ain't online. There's evidence of her being mentally unstable. It's online. It's online. Everyone is bad in her book. She needs to focus on something else because she is becoming a professional hater. She is a professional hater. She tried to dump out her kids' ashes. Lunatic. She's a female Cal Dawson. It's funny that you mentioned that word because I see a lot of similarities between her and Cal Dawson. Cal Dawson was so disturbed, he got on Vlad TV's platform and said he was in the car when 50 Cent got shot. This is something that everybody knows is a goddamn lie. But he said it. He said it. You dig? He said it. He said it. And he know it's a goddamn lie. Like, how do you fix your mouth to say some shit like this when you know it's not the fucking truth? Reminds me a lot of Cal Dawson. The thing about these types of people is that they here today and then they just gone away and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Cal Dawson did. He was here trying to hug the Black Rob situation. And then when it was no longer of news to anyone, he went about his way. Vlad took that bullshit interview down, all them lies he told, and he probably didn't climb back into the hole he came out of. She is not hip-hop, sports, and fashion. She's not hip-hop. She's not even entertainment. And it's my understanding that she's been confined a few times. She's been incarcerated behind her, her mental delusions and shit like that. But nobody talks about it. Orlando Brown, another Looney Tune. But you see, they still put cameras in front of them and shit. This probably goes back to some of these platforms that you see online. They're not working with much. So they'll just take anything. Unfortunately, these days, nobody cares about the truth when the lie's more entertaining. Come on, Gully, she is hip-hop. How the fuck is she hip-hop? She's not a fucking rapper. I'm kicking you out of here. Don't get kicked out for saying no stupid shit, yo. For real. She's currently wanted in Dallas. Do you think it's the same thing they do with Ye? I didn't know what to fucking think about him. I didn't. I wasn't a part of the Kanye thing. I wasn't at all. I wasn't at all. I don't even consider Kanye to be a rapper. I don't. Sorry. He said, you kicked the man out for saying she hip hop. Yeah, I did kick him the fuck out because she's not fucking hip hop. I don't want nobody polluting my chat with misinformation. That's not going to be tolerated here. You dig? It's not going to be tolerated here. Hip hop is based on skill and productivity and shit. She ain't put out no music. She ain't put out no projects. She hasn't collaborated with anybody. She don't got no music videos. She don't do nothing but run her fucking mouth. That's all she do. And it's normally talking negative about somebody. That's what she do. That's not hip hop, Pam. It's not. I believe she's bitter because her career didn't work out. The funny thing is, it ain't over. It ain't over. All she got to do is go and get to work. Go and get to work. People be so wrapped up in immediate gratification. She can get the attention she wants by getting online talking negative about people and shit. It's disturbing and it's just getting overwhelming. It's too much. Dame Dash the same. He in the same boat. Out of all of the great things that he did, he's what? He's a fucking chatty patty. That's his word, chatty patty. That's what he do. He just likes to run his mouth on and on and on about Jay-Z. It's old. Move around. Why hip hop uncensored keep giving her a platform though? This is something that goes on online. Vlad TV made it popular. If you can't get a person to come do an interview with you, you can get a person to talk about that person. You can get he can't get 50 Cent, but I get Tony Ayo and ask him about 50 Cent. This is something that platforms be doing and shit, and it's become like a disease. Everybody's doing it. It's too much. It is. Do you think they are just using people with mental issues just to entertain themselves? Not to entertain themselves, they doing it to compensate themselves. That's why you continue to see people like Jaguar Wright, Orlando Brown. You know this. You know they not right. You know they not right. They not. Keith Murray, he not in his right mind right now and shit. And they just turn the camera on these niggas and shit. Moderators, put the number in the chat, 646-592-7850. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear exactly what y'all think about the temperament that's being displayed online by Jaguar Wright and others, not just her, others. I'm tired of Jaguar, Gene Dill, and Reggie Wright. They are easy to exploit. Orlando tells the truth. They gave Bullets a show. What a crazy stage hip-hop has become. He said, you should keep doing these lives. You don't even need interviews. Your perspective is hilarious. You speaking contradictory to everything I stand for. I'm surrounded by cameras and lights. 1, 2. I got like 4 cameras in here. Tripods and all of the above. I established myself as a media outlet since the DVD era, being behind the camera, and I'm cool with that. I never wanted my platform to be dominated by me. I didn't even use the live stream, which you're seeing right now. I woke up one morning and Trendsetter Shady was on live and he said, I'll break AR Ab's jaw. I said, God damn. I'm like, what the fuck? And that basically started my streaming career. Before that, I didn't even use the live stream. I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem. The people who are curators and shit be in front of the camera too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? The people who is responsible for producing content, producing music, they be in front of the cameras too fucking much and shit. Look at Dame Dash. That nigga stayed in front of the camera until his goddamn teeth came out his mouth. Detroit, talk to me.
Man, I agree with that dude in the chat said, man, I'm tired of Jaguar Wright, Reggie White, and Gene. For real, my homie. Jag trying to get a bag out this whole deal. She trying to start some stuff, keep her stuff going. And I agree with you, said she ain't no hip-hop, she ain't no fashion. I think she mentally ill, bipolar, all that shit.
All of the above. She remind me of, I don't know if you ever been incarcerated, but when I was doing time and shit, I've been to the hole a few times. There would be a motherfucker in the hole that's been down there too long and shit. And that's all he do is just stand on the gate all day talking fucking crazy. You go to sleep, he still be on the gate talking crazy. That's who Jaguar Wright is. That's how I know she got mental problems, because I done been exposed to it before.
True. And I know what you're talking about in jail. And it's not even paying attention to jail, man. People lay up on this top bunk, bottom bunk, talking to themselves. Just keeping stuff going, man. I believe that's what she's doing. You can almost say, man, she a plant without being a plant. She planting her own damn self.
I agree with you. I didn't catch your name, fam. I appreciate you calling in. What part of Detroit you from? Say it again.
Just out of Detroit, man. Motown, Motor City.
No time.
Watch it all go down.
No doubt. Motown in the building. I appreciate you calling in tonight. I'm gonna take another call. Thank you.
Thanks for answering the call.
No doubt. Peace.
All right.
Misery loves company. He said, can you apply a zipper on that hoe, catch a sweater? Nah, man. Hell no. Hell no, man. It's not a jacket. It's not a jacket. If I put a zipper on it, then it would be going off into a jacket type situation. It's not a jacket. It's more so a cape. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be draped over your shoulders and shit like that. I think daily about how important information is. One missing piece and you can take it completely out of context. Jaguar Wright needs to watch her mouth before something happens to her. I don't think that's gonna happen to her. Before her, there was other people been online just running their mouth talking crazy. Some years ago, it was a wild nigga online named Snow Billy. He ain't around too much anymore and shit, but he was buck wilding for some years and shit. I'm not comparing her and Snow Billy, because Snow Billy actually got good sense. But I'm just saying there's no censorship online and shit. And it's like the positive and the negative, the yin and the yang, duality. You know what I'm saying? We just got to beware and be mindful of what we take in and shit. The Jaguar Wright interview on Lord Jamar, I thought it was different. Because Lord Jamar is 100% hip-hop and his credibility is A1, but it's very, very obvious that she ain't got good sense. And not only that, it's videos online to support her not having no sense. Her son is online saying she crazy as a motherfucker. But guess what? He's crazy. You dig? So it might be in the lineage and shit like that. She's not bringing anything to the table. That was the whole purpose of this live and shit. Whenever she speak evil. She speak evil. She was still low-key cutting him off. He was very professional about it. He did what he had to do. Shout out to the Lord. He put asses in the seats for that live stream. He got his thing off. I respected Dribble, but it's the first time that I was in the presence of one of Brand Nubian, and I didn't get nothing out of it and shit, which was different. I was totally different. She threw her dead son's ashes at that guy. Cold lunatic. Do you mind talking about what you went to prison for? I went to prison for selling fucking rocks. I went to prison the summer of 1996. And the charge that I went for was delivery, corruption of morals of a minor, constructive possession, drug charges. But since you asked, yeah, corruption of the morals of a minor. I got one of them. I have a corruption of the morals of a minor charge on my jacket. And where I'm from, giving drugs to young niggas was perfectly normal and shit. Motherfuckers was giving me dope when I was 14, 15 and shit like that. So once I got in power, you know what I did? I was fronting niggas. I was fronting everybody around me and shit, including a nigga that was 15, 16 years old. But in our world, niggas 15, 16, these is grown men. These niggas got cars and shit like that. Like, these niggas got cars, man. These niggas not being held accountable by no adults or nothing like that. We was the adults at 15 and shit like that. At 15, I was telling grown motherfuckers what to do, and they was doing it and shit like that. So yeah, that's what I went to the fucking penitentiary for. Do you regret breaking the law? Hell nah. I was out there trying to get to $1. A lot of my drug activity is started from paying for basketball camps, paying for expensive basketball camps. And it went from niggas paying for camps for me to, I'm gonna show you how to do this, youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came out of this juvenile home in 1993. And it was called Vision Quest. Older niggas was giving packs to young niggas that was tough. That's all you had to do was be tough. If they knew a motherfucker wasn't gonna take it from you, they was gonna give it to you and shit. Don't nobody wanna be on the block all day pumping. Why do I gotta be on the block all day pumping? I could be somewhere laid up with a bitch. I can get these packs to all these young niggas out here who hungry. You know what I'm saying? Didn't you hear Jay-Z? I'm in search for the young niggas to hug the block all day until it's like gray outside. Yo, he said it on a song. He's talking about our life. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that Chris was never able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could never, ever. He said 20 off 100. Nah, man, you niggas in the city was getting robbed. We was getting way more paper than y'all and shit. But you was selling packs. Niggas, we was getting fronted weight. Big 8s, quarter bricks and shit like that. You talking about 20 off 100. Why would you do that? You could just take $20 and go buy a double up and be in business for yourself and shit. You be off and running. But nah. When I was y'all got me talking about my past life. When I was in the pen, right? I used to be amongst niggas from bigger cities. And they would tell me, they was explaining to me, how things went where they was from. They was all on packs. They was all getting that 20 off 100, just like what you just said. That's because they was on a block that belonged to somebody and shit. Our block belonged to us, 17th and German. That's the projects and shit. Wasn't nobody, nah. I think that Dame Dash is spreading a positive message, but a lot of people highlighting the mess instead of the message. What message is Dame Dash pushing to people? I don't understand. I don't understand. Dame is living in the past. I agree. He too has a vendetta against. He definitely want Jay-Z to go to jail. He want. That's something that people be wanting for niggas who winning. People have said that to me out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? In years past, they don't happen as much, you know, anymore and shit. You know what I mean? My success has elevated to the point it's useless. But motherfuckers said, I can't wait for you to go to jail and shit. People be feeling like that. They be knowing that's the only thing that can disrupt the bum rush. That's the only thing that can disrupt the win streak and shit. You dig? Dame talks self-empowerment. Dame can't talk anything and empower anybody with his motherfucking teeth all fucked up. I told y'all in order for him to clean up that whole thing, he was gonna have to go to a dentist, and he did it. I believe some people said he was watching the live, but he went and got with a dentist. Follow me on Instagram. You can see the video of Dame Dash at the dentist. That was something that he had to do. Don't nobody want to hear a motherfucker talking about business and being a boss or a CEO when your fucking fronts is fucked up and shit. He coughed out his teeth talking shit. He did. That nigga was drinking that orange juice with the pulp. That pulp went down the wrong tube. Dame's teeth falling out his mouth trying to act like a boss. We never regret doing the crimes. We only regret getting caught. Facts. Facts. The post I recently read from him was about Aaliyah choosing him over Hove. The pictures that I seen of Aaliyah seemed to be, Aaliyah was hot. Aaliyah was hot. Raekwon told a story about seeing Aaliyah with Ghostface. We seen Aaliyah in pictures up under Jay-Z arm. We seen pictures with her up under Dame arm. We seen her up under Puff arm. Nobody wants to speak negatively of her in death, but I interview her bodyguard on his platform. You could look it up. His name is Herschel Castleberry. He speak about Aaliyah jumping out the window to go be with R. Kelly and shit. She had security trying to hold her down and shit. She jumped out the fucking window and went to the airport and flew to Miami. She was 16. He said she got around. Yeah, people need to say that. How do you think Dame's current wife feel about him talking about Aaliyah so much? Most women would be annoyed or jealous. I don't think she's annoyed by somebody who's deceased and shit. Yeah, he got the choking on that Pope, man. Spit out his fronts. It's fucked up. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man, and go to the website, therealdribble.com, man. Get knitted while you're there. I might as well tell y'all. I'm going to see Stevie Wonder tomorrow. I might go live while I'm there. Let y'all hear him sing Ribbon in the Sky. But, yeah, I'm going to see Stevie Wonder tomorrow. Yes, indeedy. Timberland confessed his love for Aaliyah. For these niggas that had a lot of money, man, there's a billion broads in the world, man. Why do they get wrapped up in the one? I never understood that shit. That's crazy. Aaliyah's parents pimped her out. She was married to R. Kelly at 16. R. Kelly was fucking her mama, too. Mm-hmm. He said, that's iconic. I know. I just went shopping, man, about an hour ago, man. I'm going to be low down. And I'm looking forward to it. When he sing Ribbon in the Sky, I'm going to be no more good. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. And follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Yeah, I'm going to see Stevie, man. Some women just got voodoo box. It is what it is. Oh, my God. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. I'm winding down to 50 minutes. Stevie, the last one left. The number one reason I made sure that I'm going to attend this concert is because I miss Frankie Beverly in the flesh. And that's something I'm always going to regret. I had an opportunity to go see Frankie Beverly in the farewell tour. And My money wasn't right at the time. I could have went, but I would have been broke when I got back, and I wasn't doing that. So he said my song is All I Do. My Sharia Moore, That Girl. He got hits. He got hits. I've been listening to him the last couple of days and shit. He said the same with me and Prince. Oh well. He said, who was the group that sang Ribbon in the Sky? That was Intro. That dude that was singing that, his name was Kenny Green. He's deceased now. He's one of the greatest singers of all time. Ribbon in the Sky came out in 1982. I've been doing my research and shit because I had the chick that's going with me and shit. She young and shit. So she she don't know the magnitude, you know what I'm saying, of what, what's about to happen to her and shit. But you know what I mean? I got a history of trying to sweep a bitch off her feet. She going to see Stevie. Did Kenny die from? I think so. I've heard people say, yes, he did. My grandmother loved Stevie Wonder. I was raised off that old school. Stevie Wonder is a Motown artist. His name was Little Stevie and shit. He's one of the last real deal icons that's living and shit. I needed that under my resume. Nas got this song when he be like, last night I was at the Barbra Streisand concert. I needed my moment. If it was cold enough, I'd go up in there with my Fox on. I had my Fox on tomorrow night. It ain't cold enough. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Boy, oh boy, man, I go in that motherfucker with my Fox on. I ain't bullshitting, but it ain't cold enough. He deserves his flowers. Wonder why there hasn't been a Stevie movie yet. They tend to celebrate our heroes when they're no longer present. Song The Key of Life is my joint. Thank you. Bullets the Barber. He said, hella auntie's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I got some things to do. I had the hotline open, only one motherfucker called, man. Y'all rather hear me talk. I get it. I'm the dribble, and I understand it. I appreciate y'all for coming through. TheRealDribble.com. Go through and get knitted, man. Go through and get knitted. It's knit season, man. I got all types of flavors, man. If you ain't, I got about 170 styles on TheRealDribble.com, and you go to pa-knit.com. I got all kind of shit over there: sweaters, scarves, bathing suits, all kind of fly shit, man. Make sure you go through. Did Philly or Cleveland niggas ever try to come to Erie and set up shop? Not on my block. I'm from the east side and shit. I'm from the east side. I'm from German Street. Niggas no danger. I'm gonna just leave that like that. I'm out of here though. He said the phone up wasn't visible to the latecomers. I'll be back. I'll get with y'all again. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications, man. I got some dope content coming, original content coming later in this week. And just prepare for it. All right? Peace.